This week on The Franchise, presented by GEHA.
It just kind of gains momentum, and we hit the ground running pretty hard this week.
Definitely got to bring this, though. Got to have a good old Madden on deck. I got to get 20 so I can play with the 70 overall Colin Saunders.
Yeah, Rex, don't get on the car. Okay.
Love you.
Every year it's gotten bigger and bigger, and now everyone's anticipating how I'm going to come to camp.
You know, this training camp, getting ourselves game ready, building ourselves as a team, and start building that foundation that takes you through a long season.
This camp will have the most position battles and the most competition that we've ever had.
Come on, hey, let's go, let's go, let's go.
In terms of our goals, it starts with winning the AFC Championship. Once we do that, then we're going to go to Miami and we're going to win the Lombardi Trophy.
Ready for this?
I think so. Pretty nervous, but
it's going to be a good time. We'll take you inside the building here. We're going to set you in the briefing room, just kind of how the airplane works, what it's going to be like to get in the seat, and then some of the things that you'll need to know to enjoy your flight.
What made you want to do this?
My family, I come from a background of military, and my mom, my dad was in the military, and I've always wanted to fly in a plane this fast. But
really?
Yeah.
So, once you get up in the jet, this is what it's going to look like. And then this right here is the most important one, your G-forces. You got negative G's, 0 G, positive G's. So you're going to be pulling a lot of positive G's today.
Right.
So this aircraft is capable of pulling 7.5 G's. That's 7.5 times force of gravity.
Oh, wow.
What it's doing is it's pulling the blood from your head, and it's starting to make you want to pass out.
Okay.
So if you're going to pull a high G, there's a breathing portion. And the nickname for that is called the Hick maneuver. It's going to sound like this. You're going to take no breath in. Hick. Hold that for 5 seconds.
And you hold it in your chest.
Mm-hmm. Ready, hit it.
I need all of it. I'm gonna take like 7 of them, bro. Oh man, I'm gonna just be hicking, bro. He gonna be like, "You good?" Man, I can't wait, man. Right now, I feel pretty good. He just got me right with a couple tips, and I don't know, I'm just eager to get inside and see how it's gonna feel. Am I going up?
Yeah, you can hop right up, just sit right back in the back seat.
Oh, Jack.
Couple things over here. This is your mic. Well, you ready to go? All right.
Just watch your arms there. All right, here we go. All our other takeoff checks are looking good. We're going to taxi to the end of the runway, and we'll be taking off here in a moment. You ready to go? Sure. All right, ready, hit it. Oh! All right. You ready to go? Ready, hit it. All right, you're halfway there. And we're straight up and down. And here come the rolls. What'd you think? Man. You stay with me?
Yeah, I was there.
Nice. And we're down.
Nice.
Welcome back.
Man, I thank you, Seven. You're the best, man.
No, thanks for coming with us. We appreciate it.
Everything was so amazing. Yeah, Mr. Chewy helped me out with everything, Seven. You know, just kind of your mind off of things and kind of relax and, you know, get out and do some things that are fun and not just all about business sometimes. Because in our work area, it is all about business. But sometimes it's good to just get out and fly planes, I guess.
DeMarcus Robinson may be safely back on the ground. But back at One Arrowhead Drive, the team is prepping for a takeoff of their own. In just a few short days, the Kansas City Chiefs will pack up their entire practice facility and head 64 miles north to St. Joseph, Missouri, their home for the next month. And while the thought of moving an entire building may make even the most organized person shudder, Equipment Director Alan Wright is no stranger to the process.
I mean, it's on our mind really all year. It's just kind of a process that you kind of go through once the off-season program starts, and then it just kind of gains momentum, and then we hit the ground running pretty hard this week.
Alan Wright is entering his 37th season with the club, taking over as equipment director in 2010. And although Wright is orchestrating his 9th consecutive move to Missouri Western State University, it's an undertaking that cannot be accomplished alone.
I've got 5 full-time guys, and we're very fortunate to have that. And each one kind of has their area. So Kyle Crumball, he handles a lot of the coaching cloth. Cale Kirby handles most of the player cloth. Jay White handles helmet, shoulder pads, knee pad, thigh pads, that sort of thing. And then Chris Shropshire, he handles field equipment and laundry.
Yeah, I'm just packing all the staff bags for camp with all the new clothing. It'll start coming in maybe February or March, and it's still trickling in, so as it comes in, we try to pull everything for every coach, every athletic trainer, equipment manager, video guy, all the scouts, operations people, and then throw it in their bags. And then when we get to camp, we'll hang all their stuff up in their rooms, and they'll be locked and loaded.
Feels like after the 4th of July, it's football time for the most part.
I thought it was football time this whole time.
Yeah, you're right. It's always football time. Basically, I'm just packing the kind of the primary parts of the bag: the helmet, shoulder pad, and thigh and knee pads. And then Alan will go through and really do the more detailed job. But not knowing what to expect or what type of equipment we need up there, we just try to have everything available and ready to go. I'd say we're getting pretty close. We've been doing this so long, it just feels like second nature. It's this training camp time, and it's just what we do. We pack and get ready for St. Joe.
To St. Joe may look just like trunks of pads and tractor trailers, but behind the scenes, Director of Team Operations Mitch Reynolds has been laying the groundwork for months.
We turn a college campus into an NFL team's headquarters for a month, and it takes everyone. Whenever you have that volume of people, there's bound to be something that comes up pretty much daily. Requests for a run to Walmart before curfew hits, and there's fans, there's toothbrushes, there's extra pillows, there's extra blankets, someone's too hot, someone's too cold. There's countless requests, but that's what I love about the job, is it switches up. It's not a monotonous job at all. Every single day is different. That's the fun part.
Mitch Reynolds is well acquainted with the inner workings of a professional football team. Before joining the Chiefs in 2011, Reynolds spent 10 training camps with the Buffalo Bills. This year, the 31-year-old NFL veteran is prepping for his 19th training camp and his 5th as a director of team operations, hoping to make Missouri Western State feel a little more like home for the players and coaches.
I meet with Coach and try to get him squared away and try to capture his vision of what he wants for training camp. I meet with each coach individually before we break for summer, make sure we have everything that they need so that they can walk in and be prepared to get to work.
As the final preparations for the move to St. Joe are nearing completion, it's finally time for the players to make their way to Missouri Western State, hoping to not forget any of the essentials along the way.
I just gotta put these shoes in here and then put some shorts and underwear and socks in there. Definitely gotta bring this though.
That is essential on every trip.
You got to have a good old Madden on deck. Hopefully I gotta get 20 so I can play with the 70 overall Colin Saunders.
Is that funny?
What is that girl looking at? What is she looking at, Mama?
What was that?
Did you find her? Say hi.
Is that what you was looking for? Yeah.
This little girl here is my beautiful daughter, Cambridge Valier. She was born January 22nd. Yeah, I've been trying to learn the dad life one step at a time every day, but you know, it's real easy when you know, loving on a little girl like that looks like that too. So every day, like I said, you learn something new. It's almost like the game of football where you think you got it, and you know, and then you find something else out, and it's just like I never knew that was supposed to happen. So it's definitely a blessing, and you know, I'm happy to be her dad. The day she came was my first day of practice at the Senior Bowl. It's gonna be KAMBR. I think it was perfect timing, honestly. Like, it kind of gave me that jolt of energy. And I feel like from that first day up until the game, I kind of elevated every day. You know, I credit her with that because when you're working towards providing for somebody, it gives you a different viewpoint and a different mindset. Being a father, you know, it's different, but you know, I'm just trying to be the best one I can be to make sure that, you know, she lives a great life and all of the stuff that my mother and my father did for me. So I'm just trying to take it up a level and be the best parent I can be. All good to go.
All right, baby, be safe. And do what you gotta do.
All right. All right, King. Oh, it's sad, Mama. All right, baby. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
They will be up there soon.
Starting route to Missouri Western State University.
Definitely a little bit nervous. You know, it's the first camp. You know, I think right now my focus is just proving that this is where I belong and I can compete with this level of competition. So a little bit of the nerves have left just because, you know, it's what I love doing. So I'm all good. Hope I didn't overpack. You know, it's a different feel. Obviously, this is my first team I've ever been on, but in my opinion, I think that this team is so concerned with winning and being successful that they take all of the extra out of it. You know, it's a young group too. I think that helps, and that's part of the reason why it's so comfortable. You know, I'm just a little drop in this whole pond as far as the team. And you know, we get like the room key and all that stuff.
The room keys are gonna be right
through this hall right here. Oh, this door. I'm gonna do my job as well as I can, and I think it's gonna be a tremendous year for us. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm good.
What's up?
Good.
Yeah?
Just getting set up and
Sweet.
all that kind
You
of
ready
stuff.
to roll?
Yeah.
418.
Going into camp number 9. I still get the anxious, nervous butterflies compared to when I was a rookie coming in and not knowing anything. I sleep on the sheets they gave me, the beds they give me, a couple pairs of clothes, toothbrush, toothpaste, face wash. That's it. It's military. There you are. Oh, he's right there. What do you say usually when I leave? Say it louder. You say crush it? Yeah. Not yet.
It's definitely the longest 3 weeks of the year.
For you, yeah, for
For
sure.
me, it's like, I don't know, it makes you appreciate people, women who have to do it by themselves, because I'm like 3 weeks and I'm like, okay, come on now.
You know, the last 5 weeks we've been together almost every day, so just leaving these two and Rex trying to tell me he's gonna sneak in the back of my truck and come to camp with me and sleep there and not being around these guys. Rex, don't get on the car. Okay, let me go. Bye, love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Headbutt.
Nice work. My headbutt. Nice work, dude. You want to take
As
that?
the Pro Bowl fullback says goodbye for the next 3.5 weeks, the man they call the Sausage has earned the reputation of being a workhorse within one of the most potent offenses in the NFL. However, with each new season comes new opportunity, and for the past 4 years, the anticipation for the start of training camp has been Sherman's time to shine.
St. Joseph begin. There is a gauntlet at the doors to the dorm in St. Joe right now.
Every year it's gotten bigger and bigger, and now everyone's anticipating how I'm going to come to camp. My first year I wore a cut-off sleeve shirt that said "Come get some," and some jean shorts and work boots. And then people were like, "Oh, that's really funny. Like, did you think about like how you're gonna dress up?" I'm like, no, but maybe I should.
Is this the best outfit you've ever had for training camp?
Well, I have to live up to every year, so now I definitely have a little more stress to just come.
I think the first year I was like, your overalls are pretty tight. And then I just think I get nervous every year since, like hoping that everyone's really gonna enjoy it. You know, at the start of camp, all the guys a little stressed out, like 3 weeks of, you know, tough football. So I think it was just something that he could do to make everyone laugh.
Are you ready for football? Oh, I'm extremely excited. I mean, Brett Veach has done a phenomenal job. I had thought, you know, I did the pace car a few years ago, and I love NASCAR, and was like, you know, it would be funny if I just wore a fire suit with a helmet and everything.
And then I said, I think you're gonna need to get something to make it a little bit better than last year. Because everyone's like, how are you gonna beat last year? And I was like, maybe if you get a race car.
What are we thinking for the park it over there? Obviously the gears, what does it have clutch-wise?
It's already, the ignition's already on.
Okay. I'm gonna push down then. I asked Boyer if he had a car that I could borrow, and then he got the custom fire suit and helmet and everything else for me, so he took care of the rest. Well, we got a lot of young speedsters on the offense, and I'm an old head now, so the only way I'm going to keep up with these young kids is riding this NASCAR. EB, I was going to call you and tell you to make sure you're out front, but I figured you'd already know. You can send it to everyone. It's custom. Look it.
Anthony Sherman may have taken pole position with his arrival in St. Joe, but the day would not be over, as reinforcements were not far behind.
I'd heard Sherman was doing the NASCAR. I was like, I mean, the specialist gotta top him, right? And I want to make sure Butt Kicker got to camp safely.
We back, baby. Oh, well, you gotta have the nice comfy pillow, mattress pad, and that's about it.
Water, a lot of swag, a lot of Jordan gear, and an empty mind. You know, good attitude, good spirit. That's it, man. Time to get to work now. Prove the doubters wrong. Good. Let's get it.
Listen, welcome back. First of all, we look forward to being up here in St. Joe.
For every team that's reporting to camp, I mean, this is when you have to get better. This is when you've been on the fundamentals that you'll use at the end of the season. Being able to go in, build a foundation that you can utilize the entire season whenever times are good or when times are bad.
You still feel that same urgency, but now you're starting over. So it's we've got a lot of new people on the football team, and then you're taking it one day at a time here, building this thing.
Every single rep is important. You can't take any rep off because you don't know if that's going to be the rep that can get you to the Super Bowl in the end.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
You know, every year is different in this league and every year is unique, but I think for all of us, one of the most exciting times of the year is the start of training camp. We've been with these guys all year, and then through the off season, and then you're away for a few weeks, and to see everyone come back and get ready to get this thing started is always an exciting time of year. You're gonna realize that like 3 iPads up. We had a great season last year, but we didn't finish the goal, and that was to win the AFC Championship and win the Super Bowl. And we're all excited about the talent we're bringing back and the talent that we've added. We feel like this camp will have the most position battles and the most competition that we've ever had. And there's certainly expectations, but I don't think there's any greater expectations than the one we have on ourselves. And we know that you can have all the expectations in the world, but if you don't lay the foundation in training camp, And if you don't start to build that culture and that team unity, then you ultimately fail. So, this is what we imagined our team to look like. And it's been a long process to get the guys in the room exactly the way we like it. But I think the first time seeing the entire unit, offense and defense together, is going to be special and something we're looking forward to.
All right, fellas, let's knock this out now. Again, you got a lot of speakers happening today. The reason for this meeting is so you get to meet the organization, those people that are working for you, besides the people that you work with every day with the coaches and the scouts and trainers and all that. So these are the people that keep everything going in the front office, behind the scenes, that make our job just a little bit easier, man. And so the opportunity is now. We'll start off with our chairman and CEO, Clark Hunt.
Andy, thank you very much. I want to welcome everybody to the start of the 2019 season. We get it all kicked off right here with training camp over the next 3 weeks. I've been in my role for about 12 and a half years, and I'll tell you, I've never seen the excitement about a Chiefs season like I'm seeing right now. The Chiefs Kingdom, our fan base, is fired up, and they should be because we've got a special year in front of us. I'm going to spend a little bit of time today talking to you about what it means to be a Chief, what our goals are, and how you guys can be successful. So we all know you can take shortcuts, and sometimes when you take shortcuts, you'll have some short-term success. But if you want to win on a consistent basis, you need to do it with character. That starts with respecting everybody in this room and also everybody who came before you, who really set the tone for what it means to be a Chief. In terms of our goals, it's pretty simple. It starts with winning the AFC Championship. We were inches from getting that done last year. First time we'd hosted the AFC Championship game at Arrowhead Stadium. And those of you who are on the team know how that turned out. But this team can get back there. And when we do, we're going to win that trophy. That trophy has my dad's name on it, something that's very important to the organization. Once we do that, then we're going to go to Miami and we're going to win the Lombardi Trophy. And anything less is not going to be a success. In terms of how to do it, you need to listen to your head coach and his coaching staff. You have one of the greatest head coaches in the history of the National Football League, in Andy Reid. Andy and his staff know what they're doing. If you guys will just listen to them and work hard, you're going to be successful.
Remember, if you a fan in the stands, let me see your hands. Do the wave, move around, do your own dance. If you a fan in the stand, if y'all can come together a little bit more, so we can make sure.
The Chiefs Kingdom has waited like 5.5 months for this. They cannot wait. It's like a huge generator is just putting electric current through this place. The chairman, Clark Hunt, is here, and he's as ready as anybody else in the kingdom. What a year. 100 years of the NFL, 60 years of this franchise, 10 years here in St. Joe, and it all starts today.
So, Mark, I'm sure there's been a day where we've had more people, but I don't remember.
It's definitely one of our best openings.
Well, it's 3 deep all the way around here. I mean, I don't remember that. There's not a blank spot here, nothing in the stands. I don't remember seeing them 3-4 deep all the way around.
Let's go one more time. One more.
Get out, get set.
Ones, hey, let's go. Let's go. How fast can we play? Fine work.
Hey, let's come out here and dominate, dog. Every drill that we do, let's dominate. Wild outs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I was joking with Andy that he was going to have a hard time figuring out plays for all of his talented receivers. He's got so many.
Nice, nice, nice. 8-1-0. Okay, so one thing, and just keep this in mind, because our defense is going to challenge us. Hand-to-hand combat.
Speed. Oh, yes.
Be able to be press man, and then what is the answer if they present it, all right? And all that comes back to what? That New England game. So that's what we expected. Beat man, bro.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Get up, get set. Head around, head around, head around. Nice, nice, nice. Get upfield, don't run without it. Hey, Salmon, accelerate, okay? Keep it high and tight, accelerate. Let me see a 3-step burst. When you utilize all that body. Nice, nice, nice. Good, good.
Now let's push it, baby. Push it to the limit.
Got a lot of competition at that white apple.
Sure does. Sure does.
Sammy looks good.
How about that catch you made early? The first set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the ball that was high.
Yeah.
Oof, what a catch.
Yeah. Such a great guy, too.
Just focus on being physical. As long as you physical, bro, everything will play out. Yeah, I would have hit him with this, like, boom, boom, literally.
Oh, wow. Nice. Nice. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. What a catch. What a catch. 1-7. Come here. We're going to need you at a critical time. You're going to have to make a big play when everything ain't feeling perfect.
Yes, sir.
All right? So you got to learn to strain. Strain, strain, strain.
I like how Nicole's trying to work his way in there. That's a smart move right there. He's been taking notes from Dieter, obviously.
Good work today, fellas. Good work.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go, man. I'm getting better as I go.
How about this good news? We got a 10-10-10 tomorrow and then a day off.
For real? I'm prepared now, man. It don't matter what we do.
That was a good-looking first practice from my vantage point.
Yeah.
You feel so?
Yeah. Moved around pretty good.
Nicole is following in the footsteps of Dieter there.
You got to go?
He caught that one hand.
Oh, yeah.
One hand in wrist.
Hang out close to 15.
Yeah, you got to know how to do that.
Yeah.
15, force that one into him last time just so you get a catch.
Yep.
He should have gone to Dieter.
He knows that. Good work today. Good work, good work, good work.
Yeah, that's the one I saw that.
What's going on? Y'all start off with any questions? Hey, we had fun today.
What kind of luxury is it for an offensive coordinator to have the ability to put Hill, Kelsey, and Lyons kind of all on the same side? What does that do for you?
Well, I'll say this. First and foremost, let's give credit where credit is due. Those guys understand the importance of detailing and going out and executing. So when they're out there, they're playing for one another. They understand the concept and where they fit. And at times, hey, everybody's not going to get the ball. But we do understand the big goal in mind, the big purpose in mind is to do it the right way so we can have an opportunity to achieve the goals that we want to achieve in the end.
Eric, is the limit on the